And Trent said I had big nipples. I mean, no, we're live. Oh, we're almost having issues.
In crypto, speed matters, but trust matters more. At Caleb & Brown, you're never on your own. We connect you with your own personal broker and a 24/7 team, ready to help you buy, sell, or swap over 250 digital assets with one flat, transparent fee. No spreads, no slippage, no hidden costs. Get the best market prices through deep, aggregated liquidity executed by our professional trading desk. Your funds are secured with institutional-grade cold storage for total peace of mind. Track every move in real time with our intuitive client portal, anywhere, anytime. Whether you're trading as an individual, trust, or business, we give you speed, security, and peace of mind. Thousands of clients in over 100 countries already trust Caleb & Brown. Visit calebandbrown.com and start your personalized crypto journey today.
Disclaimer, not financial advice. We're not liable for any personal financial decisions. Thank you. What is going on, guys? Welcome into another episode of Blockchain Brew Show. We are your hosts today. Guys, and you know I was going to be here, and I showed up raw, unedited, guys. That's what you get today. What is going on? Guys, if you're new already, this is your first time, or not your first time, please smash that golden like button, but not down, but up, because that's what we like. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, I moved my mic, camera. Here's my camera. Also, we have this. What is this? Let me tell you. It's something that you can find in the corners over there, or over there, and you ring it like this. Oh, that's bad. Ring it, take a roll. Right, okay, good. Now over there, on Kick and Rumble, you can find us, and over there on YouTube, you can also find us. But YouTube, we actually have to ask, and Kick and Rumble, we just grow naturally, so it's a fantastic, glorious thing to have growing. What is going on over here? Right, we keep getting tagged.
What's up, Nesquik? Sorry I didn't ask you for a thumb today. I'm just very sick, and I was like, I didn't think about everything until way later, and I didn't want to bother you.
I would have made a thumb if he would have asked me, but my thumbs wouldn't have turned out very good. I don't have the clicking fingers. Like it must be a girl thing, because like my wife, she's really good at texting, so she's probably really good with the thumbs too. I don't know.
Hey, T-Square, what that thumb do?
What thumb do? Thumb what?
Nothing.
The F word?
No. You're never fired.
No. Oh. No. We always have needs for thumbs.
You're never fired. You're non-payroll quite yet.
People always say, like, do you have an extra pair of hands? Well, we have extra pair of thumbs with you, so we never get rid of those thumbs. Everybody needs thumbs. Guys, I do have a sin to make. Well, we were waiting because raw unedited version. I started eating my food and I cracked my beer because my rice was getting stuck in my throat and I was afraid I was going to die. So I had to make a choice of getting an ASMR pop or dying. So I
thought I was the only one that happened to. Right?
Yeah, it's so good. But I'm like, I'm not. I don't have enough saliva back there. But it's dry. It's stuck in. I'm gonna die. You know why that happens?
Why?
Because you breathe really shallow like me when you focus, and when you come home, you're this is my own theory, no factual proof, but I notice when I don't drink a lot throughout the day or eat, my throat feels like it gets smaller, and so things get stuck easier. But when I eat throughout the day, I just fine. I have no problems with price going down. Okay. I mean, how much do you eat? Do you eat a lot?
No. No.
See, I try to eat one meal a day with like a snack. But I'm also, I work a stupid amount of hours, and I need both my thumbs and hands, so I don't quite notice it. So I'm like, hey, it's been like 13 hours since I ate. I should probably not die.
Today, guys, I don't have a beer because I'm still very sick. I'm feeling a lot better than yesterday, though. If it was a bell curve, I'm over the curve. I think it's COVID, but
I think I know why you're sick.
Why?
You're sick because we just found out that midnight is delayed till January, and you're sick because of that bad news.
That is not true. But I think I'm over if it were a bell curve, I think I'm like down here,
Did you drink your vitamins?
I think it's COVID. And the reason why I think it's COVID is because it's a weird thing that whenever I get COVID, I know that it's that because it has a way different kind of sinus pressure than a regular cold or something else. And for the record, not to sound like Stephen Furtick, if you've seen that clip of him on stage at his mega church being like, I feel like I just snorted cocaine or something. And I've never done that before, for the record. Anyway. For the record, I did not take the COVID vaccine because, why would I want to do that? No shade on anyone that did. I'm not trying to like make anyone feel dumb, but I just, yeah.
From looking at me, Trent, do you think I took it?
Negative. But that's because I know you.
That's rude.
Pure blood. Yeah, exactly.
Hello, pure.
Hey, look, I'm not trying to shade anyone when I say this. I'm just saying that vaccine is like, we're gonna really find out over the next decade or two exactly how many problems that thing has created. Like,
it took like 60 years for polio. It took like 6 months for this. So, give it take. It's fine.
Yeah. Like, I think it's going to be like all kinds of upticks in cancers and rare cancers and all kinds of stuff, neurological issues besides being dumb.
I had a friend get it at work. He actually passed away, but he died from mad cow disease.
What?
4 weeks after he took it. Not weird? Or maybe it was like 6 weeks. It was quick. Like, he was at work. He was not at work. He lost all motor skills and he died.
What?
Yeah.
Hey. Well, anyways, because I'm still sick, I've got a Mint Majesty tea with 2 honeys.
No, wait.
In honor of Charlie Kirk. That was his order. He'd say, Mint Majesty with 2 honeys for my voice. So the dude talked a lot, He was always like a lot of us. I've been watching a lot of his content because it's all coming up. Like, his content's blowing up bigger than ever now.
Did you see that video I sent you?
Yeah, I just saw it before we went live.
You should talk about that. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Like, the dude talked a lot, so he did have to, like, take care of his voice. I was seeing another clip where he would take one rest day a week to be with his family, and he'd put his phone in the drawer and turn everything off.
That's what I told him too, Ted.
And he'd put a two to Blanton's in there. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I mean, sitting right over there, that's tempting.
I told him, I said he needed some liquor. I said, not beer, I said a little bit of liquor, and he was like, that's not true. I'm like, yes, it is.
I just think that scientifically it can't help, right? I'm probably wrong.
You gotta keep an open mind, man. Look at Joe Rogan. That's why he's so popular. He just goes with it.
Yeah, true. Well, anyways,
what have we got in their weekly roll up?
Yes, sir. Let me get this notification away from my screen. Okay, weekly roll up, and we've got a music change going into the weekly roll up, and share my screen. You want to change the bottom banner for me to news?
Yeah. I like changing your bottom banner.
So today, guys, we have our Caleb and Brown weekly news roll-up. Guys, if you want to get this sent to your inbox every week, sign up for Caleb and Brown, link in the description, create a free account. You don't have to deposit. You don't have to do anything with it. You get this dropped to your inbox every week, and you're able to talk to a personal dedicated broker for free about your portfolio, about your CA strategy, and things like that. So there we go. Weekly roll-up, your recap of crypto news and market moves. Market highlights. New U.S. House bill directs the U.S. Treasury to assess a Bitcoin reserve. SEC softens stance, signaling clear crypto rulemaking ahead. London Stock Exchange Group goes live with blockchain markets. Tether announces a dollar stablecoin for the U.S. market.
Don't they already have a dollar?
Well, yeah, but the USA...
Oh, this is Bo Himes.
Yes. BBVA picks Ripple to launch crypto custody for institutions in Europe, and CBOE plans to introduce continuous futures contracts for Bitcoin and ETH. Rex Osprey Doge ETF set to launch on September 8th. So here we go. Let's dive into it. Market overview. All eyes were on U.S. inflation data this week. The August Core Producer Price Index, that's the PPI, which measures, by the way, the cost for producers for the manufacturing of goods. So it's inflation on the producer end, as where CPI is inflation on the consumer end, right? So PPI came in under forecast at 0.1%. President Trump was quick to comment and continue his call for Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell to cut interest rates. The August Consumer Price Index, CPI reading, came in at 2.9% for the 12 months to August 31st, 2025. Although the reading showed an increase, the prevailing trend is deflation, with inflation continuing to decline from its recent year-on-year peak of 7% in 2021. How wild is that? That inflation got up to 7% in 2021. Also, this week, U.S. jobs numbers were revised heavily, with the economy adding 911,000 fewer jobs in the 12 months ending March 30th, 2025, further confirming an economic slowdown. You guys, you got to forgive my voice today. I am congested.
You sound fine, Trent. Don't worry about it.
But looking ahead, there is a 96% chance that the Fed will deliver a 25 basis point rate cut at the Federal Open Market Committee FOMC meeting on September 17th. Guys, I took a break today to rest, but I will be streaming the FOMC meeting tomorrow. It'll be, Powell will actually speak around 11:30 Pacific Standard Time, but I'm going to try to go live. I'm going to try to start the live like a half hour before that to cover charts and stuff. The 10-year... Oh, go ahead.
I'm still looking into it, Ted. He asked why Toshi is ripping up 35% on a candle. And I just asked Grok, and it said a major catalyst confirmed partnership with Coinbase One, including an exclusive NFT mint for subscribers. This ties Toshi directly to Coinbase's regulated ecosystem, offering NFT holders a share of $5,000 monthly airdrop. The
Partnership with Coinbase One, that's pretty big.
The announcement from official Toshi Base account has been amplified for influencers. A high conviction holders boosting sentiment to 85% bullish on social networks. The legitimacy play positions Toshi as the face of base, differentiating it from the rivals like Brett. Early in 2025, that's earlier 2025, the token already exploded 1,000% due to Coinbase cat meme origin, and the latest tied to its reigniting the narrative. So I think that's why. I don't understand. I have to look into it more when they say that they have a month ecosystem offering NFT shareholders 5,000 monthly airdrop. That sounds too good to be true. I don't know what I don't know. I'll have to look into why that caused it to rip. But you know what they say: when one meme rips, all the others are far behind.
What's up, Joe? From Trade Institution.
Mr. Joe. Guys, if you haven't already, go follow Joe. The Joe Man.
Yep.
Joester.
His channel is just search Trade Intuition on YouTube. He'll pop up. Duality, welcome on in. You were in here earlier, I think.
Yeah, Cal, bring on the Monty for the holy cow. That is a rip of a candle. It actually ripped up and then ripped down about 50%.
Yeah, man. So looking ahead, there's a 96% chance the Fed will deliver a 25 bip cut at the FOMC meeting tomorrow. The 10-year yield hit a 5-month low around 4% this week, signaling the FOMC may deliver further rate cuts this year. Right. We're expecting like 6 of them into, through quarter one of next year. Weekly performance, S&P 500 up 1.6%, Dow Jones up, NASDAQ up 2%. Bullish. Looking ahead, Bank of Canada overnight rate decision, September 17th. U.S. federal funds rate decision, September 17th. Those are both tomorrow. Bank of England official bank rate decision, September 18th. And Bank of Japan policy rate decision, September 19th, tentative. Sector performance was mixed this week, with several sectors making gains while others saw minor losses. A pullback through Monday, September 15th. Monday was a rough day for the markets, presumably contributed to these sector performance changes. RWA, real world assets, was the top sector, with Plume growing 20%, showing signs of recovery following volatile price action created by its August 20th Binance listing. Got you. DeFi was down the most by 12.3%, presumably due to its loss in the hyperliquid stablecoin proposal. So here's our market sectors, and RWAs were up 9.6% on the week, followed by staking services, smart contract platforms, and meme coins, all up about 6%. And then DPIN, exchange tokens, and gaming all came in at about 3% gains on the week, with Oracle's coming in at 2.4% and store of value, and Bitcoin ecosystem and Gen 1 smart contracts about flat. Utilities and bridges were flat as well. File storage down 1%, AI down 2%, DeFi down 3%. There's your market sector performance for the week. Bitcoin opened the week at 111,000. What a good week for Bitcoin, man. Opened the week at $111,120 and rallied to a weekly high of $116,833 on Friday, September 12th, presumably as risk assets rallied on an almost certain likelihood that the Fed will cut rates this week. Bitcoin dominance fell to a low of 57.2% on September 13th, the lowest level since January 2025. Bitcoin investment products saw a $2.4 billion in inflows this week. The U.S. House Appropriations Committee introduced a spending bill directing the Treasury Department to assess the feasibility and security of a strategic Bitcoin reserve. If the bill is passed, U.S. Treasury will have 90 days to produce a report that covers aspects such as custody, legal authority, and cybersecurity measures for government-held digital assets. So, guys, this right here is really the biggest, slice to add to the bullish pie, so to speak. With rate cuts coming, market structure bill coming, crypto ETFs coming, and now the House, not just the executive branch with Trump, but the House is making strides toward a real bona fide Bitcoin strategic reserve. So,
hey Trent.
Yeah.
CME gap just filled.
Oh, it hit 117. Nice. Nice. Let's do it. That's bullish. So, yeah, guys, Charles Hoskinson was in DC today talking legislation for a digital asset reserve, as well as Michael Saylor and many industry leaders were there. In Bitcoin buying news, Metaplanet and Strategy bought some Bitcoin. Ethereum opened the week at 43.05 and rallied to a weekly high of 47.68 on September 13th on rate cut hopes. Ethereum declined almost 2% to start the week, presumably due to a broader pullback across the market following recent gains. Ethereum dominance gained this week, reaching a high of 14.2%. Ethereum-focused funds saw inflows of $646 million this week. Ethereum's market value, MV/RV ratio, reached 1.96, indicating that investors are holding significant unrealized profits. While this suggests continued bullish momentum, the ratio is approaching the 2.4 threshold, a historically significant level associated with increased profit-taking and price corrections. While Ethereum's MV/RV reaches 3.2, or when it reaches 3.2, it typically indicates that the market has reached peak euphoria. So again, that means we have some room ahead of us to run. I'm going to say, 8 to 12 weeks. With the MV/RV on Ethereum and what this is a measure of long-term holders. How much unrealized profits are investors sitting on? And just apply this to your own bag and think about it for a second. Every one of us has a threshold of when we will sell based on how much unrealized profits we're sitting on, right? And historically, that threshold for Ethereum is, a 3.4 on this MV/RV. So we have some room ahead of us before we get there, but that will come with some significant profit taking. So me personally, I'm looking at 8 to 12 weeks. So there's that part. Altcoins. Altcoin season index is near 75, showing top 100 altcoins are close to outperforming Bitcoin over 90 days, signaling alt season. Solana hit $249, its highest price since January, as Sol Strategies began NASDAQ trading. So that's pretty big, guys. A Solana treasury company is what this is. We're going to see a lot more digital asset treasury companies coming onto Wall Street in the near future. Pump price, Pump rose 77.5%. Mantle rose 40%. Aether, which is a DePIN play, decentralized GPU, distributed GPU power, up 40% after announcing a partnership with Arizona State University. The team also teased the Chainlink partnership. Ondo rose 10%, BNB rose 4.5%, and in crypto ETFs, we have...
Shadow, did you take a look at Toshi since you're just tuning in?
US SEC has delayed its decision on whether to allow staking in the iShares Ethereum ETF to October 30th. The agency also pushed back its deliberations on Franklin Templeton's funds, which will track Solana and XRP to November 14th. Meanwhile, a decision on Grayscale's Hedera Trust has been delayed till November 12th. And we do have, I don't know why this isn't in these, roll-ups, but I just got a notification Bitcoin above 117. ADA is, the ADA ETF is due on October 26th, I believe. Other crypto news, Senator John Kennedy, Republican from Louisiana, says the U.S. Senate is not ready to advance the proposed market structure bill, citing unresolved questions. Democratic senators released their own version. Guys, they're going to pass it this year. I know this is looking like good. Guys, this is one senator. Expressing some reserve here. So, Paul Atkins, U.S. SEC chair, is shifting from an aggressive enforcement to a more accommodative crypto agenda. The London Stock Exchange, blah, blah, blah. Ripple will provide custody tech to Spanish bank. And Tether will launch USAT. We covered this at length the other day. This is a US-based stablecoin by the end of 2025. Guys, so more stablecoin liquidity injection into the market. We know what happens when stablecoin dominance goes up, or when stablecoin dominance goes down, rather, but minting is up. It means that there's high demand in the markets to use stablecoins. What do you use stablecoins for? To buy, and sell, to trade. Guys, this means trading volume.
That's what Cardano needs.
Right. It means, trading volume is going to go up and away. Right? We're going to see hundreds of billions of dollars every day in trading volume.
You want Calvin, you want a 6-month chart on BNB?
So, there we go. That's the roll-up for the week. There's also the new Caleb and Brown app, your broker in your pocket. Sign up with our link. There you go. We'll get back over to you.
I'm not on there yet. Does anyone eat elk meat or deer meat? Of course. Do I look like a vegetarian to you?
Like, I would eat elk meat, duality. I would eat venison, but it's hard to come by every day. I don't live in the country.
You live in the desert. You just eat lizards and locusts. 6-month chart? That's such a bizarre chart. There's not any data on here, Calvin. Yeah, BNB has been a beast, bro. But this is such a wonky chart. I can't tell you anything, Calvin. I can say the monthly, I think it looks good. I mean, this was a scam wick that they had because clearly we had never gone to $3,000. But money flow's good. VWAP's curving up, and it looks like we're just about to flippy doop. You have to disregard this red dot because it manipulated data. Then on the 2 weeks, we've had minus green dot. It just goes naturally, kind of have the slow climb up. Strength 15, 16, 17 looks good. Why do you only believe in this coin? Don't you like Cardano? Cardano's a good coin. You should believe in Cardano too.
Ted Dorton says, "Good luck with that." I'm presuming that ETH staking services, ETF or whatever, it's taking 2 months to unstake ETH right now, guys. I've been saying this over and over again. This is why Cardano liquid staking is one of a kind among top coins. There's nothing else like it. Every other coin, you have to lock up your assets with a third party. This is a prime example. I did see this news on Twitter earlier. It's taking 2 months to unstake your ETH right now. Pardon my language, but what kind of bullcrap is that?
That's what's gonna cause the price to go up because no one's gonna be able to get the ETH off. It's just gonna sit there in the void.
Dude, that's atrocious. That's
awesome. Shout out to Gray Man. Welcome in, brother. You hope tomorrow is as big as you think it is? Well, man, I hope so too. I do think that I would not be surprised to get like some sort of scam work. I was over here while Trent was talking about how great I am, looking at the liquidity maps. You know, I mean, we're close to smashing the shorts at 117. We're really, really close. I mean, but that is a lot of money at
Also,
115.
if anyone's just joining us, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel to join the Brew Crew, the most hydrated crypto community on YouTube. Also, you touch T-Square right in his heart.
Did Uncle AJ tell you stop calling it a banana zone?
No, I'm just sick and I forgot to call it a banana zone. But
we'll look at the liquidity over here. Wow, some people actually closed out. Interesting, Trent. There was more people open right here, or maybe I'm just on a high enough time frame. Is it the weekly I was looking at? Okay, yes, give me. Yeah, look at that, man. There's a lot of liquidity down there, Trent. Holy smokes. You got 123 million. You got another 134 million. So you got 250. You got another 170. So like I would say almost 500 million. Then you tick up again. You got another 186 million. So now you almost have $700 million. And right there, between that and let's go one below more. Yeah, you almost between those two up and below it, you almost have $1 billion worth of longs being liquidated. Are we just that sure everything's going to go up? I'm expecting to see a third M. Wish me luck, boys. Oh, dude, I hope so. I hope so, Mr. Gray, man. Check ETH liquidations. I can take a look at ETH. We were just looking at that the other day, but where should I pull the data from? Binance? It's one of the places we can pull it from.
Lucas,
there's not a whole lot. ETH is more going up.
It is not going to be a sell-off event. Now, I don't know about in terms of like hours and days, okay? But in
months and years.
In terms of the coming weeks, it is not going to be a sell-off event. And I'll show you exactly why. You know, I'm going to look it up in the background while you're doing your charting, but I'll come back to you after T-Square's charts with some good stuff on why.
I don't think we're going to fall either at 25. But what I could see is before it, like a spike up or down to hit the liquidations. I could expect that. Now hitting the 112 guys, there's people down there. I don't think that's super likely. I just don't. But I could see a quick on certain exchanges try to grab that liquidity from the market makers.
Yeah.
Third M, man, Green man. Good for you, dude. We do got a weekly green. What? Trent? Did we have that before?
We have a what?
I think this just turned on, Trent. I don't think we had this before.
A weekly green dot?
Yeah.
It makes sense from what I'm looking at with the weekly chart. Stochastics are below the dotted line with a sharp bounce.
And the answer was a Calvin's question that was talking about the rates. Well, when you get a green dot on the weekly, it's always a multi-week run. Even right here, the worst one, you had 4 weeks right there. Boom. I guess that one didn't really play out, but even if you chart 4 weeks out from this can, 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess you could still say you were up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you still closed up. This one,
I'm telling you guys, we got a massively bullish 8 to 12 weeks ahead of us.
This is back in. I don't even remember. Do you remember? Do you remember the last time we cut the rates? What week that was?
Yes, it was September of last year, middle of the month.
No, did we? I don't think we cut the rates last year.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. I wrote a script about it. That's what I'm going to show in a little bit.
No, we didn't do that.
Yes, we did.
No way, man.
What are you talking about?
If we did, what did we cut? 25?
Yeah.
Oh, that was pretty good. That was a trigger wave down there. We have it's not trigger wave, but we do have a good little green dot coming in. Why did we cut rates last year?
Because
Ted, yeah, you're right. Before the election, now it's bringing back.
Yeah.
Now I'm remembering. In my opinion, this will be the start of the altcoin season, and late October will be the end of the run.
Look, but
late October? I don't know, man. I think we'll get another rate cut, and I think we'll probably get one now, October, maybe December.
before we get too deep into the charts, I'm just going to show this real quick because we're all talking about rates.
Oh my goodness, Trent! I'm significantly upping my Toshi long.
Nice. So, look, guys, I wrote this script in September of last year. I wrote this script for a very large YouTuber. Okay, if you know, you know. I wrote it.
You could just say it because you said it earlier.
Yeah, I wrote this script for BitBoy last year. Okay, so on the new channel, that's what I was doing up until February of this year. Is I was writing a script. So, anyways, not every single one of them, guys. I never wrote a bad thing about ADA. That's the truth. But
I think you did. I remember you saying.
No, I didn't. I did not. He did. That was all him. That was all him or another scriptwriter. But
who was the other scriptwriter?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. So, guys, what we have going on here, in this script.
Shadow, did you see why Toshi was pumping?
So here's a little bit of history for us, okay? The Fed began aggressively raising interest rates in March 2022 to combat inflation. I'm very proud of this script, by the way. I wrote it all myself, no ChatGPT. The Fed began aggressively cutting interest rates in March 2022 to combat inflation, marking the start of the current rate hiking cycle. Right, so since March of 2022, the Fed was raising rates, okay? Over the course of 2022 and into 2023, the Fed raised rates multiple times, bringing the federal funds rate to its highest level in decades. As of mid-2024, the Fed has paused further rate hikes, but has not yet cut rates. Odds are favoring a 25 basis point cut this month. Guys, that was exactly 1 year ago. The question is, how should we expect the markets to react? First, let's go back in time. Let's look at the way that risk on markets were affected when the Fed pivoted to rate cuts. Bitcoin has only existed for one of these pivots. So I will have to use the S&P 500 for the closest case study. But don't worry, I'll get to Bitcoin too. So the rest of it goes on to basically say that in the 1980s and during the Y2K bubble in 2000, and during the looming recession, basically, and the financial crisis in 2008, what it's going to show, it's a long script, but what it's going to show is basically that many times when
just happened, Shadow, like
when the Fed pivoted, it almost always led to a drop. When the Fed pivoted from rate hikes to rate cuts, or from a pause to a rate cut, it almost always brought with it a drop on the S&P 500. Now, there were a couple notable exceptions where the S&P actually went up after rate cuts. Now, one of these Fed pivots actually led to a protracted bear market in the S&P 500, and I think that was in the 80s. So therein lies this sort of thing where if you go on crypto Twitter, people will be like, hey, rate cut or, Fed pivots lead to a drop. So we should be bearish right now. Right? We should be expecting to sell the news event. I know I'm persuading your guys' decision for the poll, but hey, we should be expecting to sell the news event. But hold on. Let's look at the data a little closer, because remember, a couple of those times the S&P actually went up. So there are outliers, and additionally, Bitcoin has only existed for one Fed pivot. Now, September 2024 would mark two Fed pivots. So Bitcoin has only existed for two Federal Reserve pivots, and both of them have been bullish, guys. Both of them have been bullish. I'm going to repeat that again. Bitcoin has only existed for two Federal Reserve pivots. They've both been bullish. So, I don't know what else to tell you about that. So what did we learn here? Well, rate cuts are typically bullish for risk on assets, but the market's immediate reaction depends on the broader economic environment and investor sentiment. The major differences always boil down to this: what are the prospects of a looming recession? Whenever the Fed has cut rates ahead of a following recession, the S&P 500 would suffer, not because of rate cuts, but because of the recession they were trying to combat. Whenever there is a soft landing, positive economic outlook, the markets react bullishly for the first rate cut. Now, so look, there is that. Like, we don't want an overreaction to the job market where they're really talking about a recession, because that could be bad, but I don't think that we're going to get that until later. So back here,
I'm up 21% right now in my trade, Trent, with Toshi.
Nice. This paragraph is fascinating because it's from a year ago. I said, personally, I expect a bullish reaction to the rate cuts given a soft landing is projected for the economy. But remember, for the S&P 500, that has always meant anywhere from 5 to 20 days of decline followed by bullish recovery. This could set up for a bearish September, anywhere from 47 to 52K. Guys, that's where we were at a year ago. Followed by a green October to kick off a bullish quarter four. So here's some of the elements that were used in the script. And so Bitcoin right here. The most notable Federal Reserve pivot for Bitcoin toward rate cuts was on July 31st, 2019. And the price went from about $9,500 up to over $12,000. And then, remember, I wrote this before last year's quarter four pump. So then now we would have new data, which is quarter four of last year. And what did Bitcoin do quarter four of last year? It absolutely ripped. It broke $70,000 and ripped $200,000. So in both of these instances, you have what? A 30% increase? What would 30% bring us to from right now? Like 160K? Something to think about, guys. Like S&P 500 is has some more difficult data, but because there are definitely some declines. But with some of the declines, it only lasted a period of 5 to 20 days and then went on to rip afterwards. So, hey, Bitcoin has only existed for 2 major Federal Reserve pivots, and they've both been bullish. Now, look, I do understand that, only existing for 2 pivots also means that we don't have a lot of data to go off of, right? And recession fears could make an impact here. So I get that, but I'm just saying, guys, as long as they come out and they say that, as long as they come out and they don't say that like a recession is on our doorstep, which we know that it is, the average person knows that it is. But as long as Powell doesn't come out and say that like the economy's in trouble, this is absolutely going to be bullish. And if he comes out and he's a little concerned about the economy, I think we're still going to be bullish until the other shoe drops later on. So that's just me. That's where I think we're at. So, yeah.
Yeah, Trent. Hey, guys. While Trent was talking, I just wanted to point out, I was looking at Toshi, and I got me a ding dong, and I got me another beer. This is called the Blockchain Brew Show, the most hydrated, healthiest channel on the interweb. I hope John's here right now. He'll be dying in his chair, being like, "No, don't eat that." I'm like, "But John, it tastes so good."
We're also looking for a hydrated subscriber to bring us to 459.
459. Yeah. So, did you ever figure it out, Shadow? Or do you want me to tell you? It's like teasing you, man. Let's check out Bitcoin on the short term. Where's my ding dong? Ah, shout out. Make me tell again. We already told once on the show. What is it at? It was Toshi is what is it? A major catalyst is confirmed partnership with Coinbase One, including an exclusive NFT mint for subscribers, which I don't quite know what that means.
Hey, shout out to 459.
This ties Toshi directly to Coinbase regulated ecosystem, offering NFT holders a share of a $5,000 monthly airdrop. Now, I don't know what a share is. I don't know where it's coming from or not, or where. But hey, check it out. Oh, that was freaking great, man. Hey, Gray Man, we're gonna have a party in the Discord afterwards, celebrating you and your 3Ms. So, congratulations! Thank you for being our newest sub, bro. I appreciate it. Nothing but the love train. Where are they looking at? Oh yeah, I was reading Toshi. So we jump over to Bitcoin. The 15 minutes says we pumped up. We broke that 117, filled the gap. Now we have a trigger wait for the downside. And downside's not that bad, to be honest with you. I mean, like downside's like a couple $100 down. Not. This is a 15-minute. The 1 hour money flow is coming in. Momentum's coming down though. The view up's starting to flip. Stokes RSI strength are coming down. I think worst case scenario, we might connect to the 21. We'll probably be in around that 116, 300 range, which is still only a couple $100 down. So this right here is showing me is a bullish candle, and we're just having a quick cool off. The 4 hour
DCA Caleb and Brown is one of our affiliate partners on the channel. They're basically over-the-counter crypto brokerage. So it's also cold storage solutions. So unlike on a regular exchange, they actually keep your assets in cold storage. And you can call your broker or actually text your broker to execute a trade for you. Not on leverage, I just mean spot. You can text your broker to say, hey, I want a DCA this Friday, or I want to swap out of this and into that. And your broker will actually go and find you the best aggregated data to get you the best price on that trade, whether they use a DEX, whether they use their own over-the-counter liquidity or a regular exchange. So there is a higher than normal fee for swaps, but the caveat to that is that there's no fees for withdrawals, which if you're on Coinbase, you're going to get hit on the spread, you're going to get hit on the swap, and you're going to get hit on the withdrawal. So it almost balances out with the perk of being able to, you can be at the beach or at Disneyland, text your broker, and there it is. There's also no charge to talk to your broker one-on-one about your portfolio, about your DCA strategy or whatever it might be. We're going to have someone from them on the show on Thursday. So
Thursday?
Yeah.
Nice. I like that. Sorry, guys. I'm going to watch how this candle plays out. We got 27 seconds left. So Jesse's coming on Thursday then?
Yeah.
Nice. What I'm looking for, guys, right now is I'm looking at the 21, and I want to see the DBSI lose a little more strength coming into the next candle if it's 15. I'm also checking out this red dot right here to see what we got going on. If this was the move that went up, or if it has any more to give on a very, very short, minuscule time frame. That might be it for the second. Okay, so I'm gonna get out of my trade. Close in profit. Nice. I dig it.
Call.
But it could bounce off the 21, keep going. But I'm gonna take my gains and I'll wait for another trigger wave to come in. See the trigger waves, guys. That's where the money was at. That's where I first got in.
Heck yeah,
Pretty good, man.
a live close, pretty dope.
Yeah. Short it back down. I know, right? It's not bad. Okay, no, I go back over to Bitcoin because there was something that was important on it that I was looking at, but I got distracted. So we come over to the 4 hour. 4 hour close in 37 minutes. That's how it was this morning when I was posting my live in the Discord, guys. I woke up to give you guys the data and what Bitcoin's gonna be doing throughout the day at 3:55 in the morning Pacific Standard Time. That's how much I love you. How many other people get up at 3:55 to tell you what's going on? Huh? I don't think very many, guys. So just so you know, you're loved.
Yes, sir.
Where are we at? I was going to tell you something else, but I'll tell you later. So, momentum wave still looks good. Money flow still looks good. Now, the DVSI is projecting a sideways consolidation candle instead of a candle up on the 4 hour. 36 minute will give us a little bit better data heading into tomorrow. What did the 1 hour say? Did we skip the 1 hour? 1 hour is consolidating. VWAP's looking good. Starting to curve up. Money flow is good. Stokes RSI strength. They came down and now we're slightly tilted, but more consolidating. We went from 11 to a 12, 17, 11, 12. So it looks like the bulls are fighting to gain control. That's kind of what the 4 hour looks like. The 4 hour looks like we have mad control. Now we want to take a little bit. I can't say this is a long-term breather. I just don't think so. What's that? 6 hours? 6 hours says we still have momentum, a lot of momentum to the upside. That closes in 2.5 hours. Look at that trigger wave right there, that little green dot trigger wave. It said to buy out in this candle, Trent. Boom. And you had been straight up in gains. You've been like, hallelujah, hallelujah. You would have had to wait 6 hours if you guys could do that. Money flow is still good, but momentum is good. Strength, Stokes, RSI still good. VWAP kind of lost its top, but it's okay because we're above the zero line. 12 hour, we have a green dot. VWAP's coming up. Money flow is ripping. Strength's coming in. Why is it saying that, guys? Why do you think? It's because the charts know the FOMC meeting is going to be bullish. It just does. It's probably watching people, big traders right now, get set up, and that's why we got a green dot. The 12 hour, we got a green dot. The daily is breaking up. Trent, you see what I see? You see it, Trent?
Yes, sir.
Inverted head and shoulder, baby. Boom, boom. All-time high. Inbound. Let's freaking go. Come on. Getting good time on. A lot of altcoins are going to hit $1 in the blink of an eye. LOL. Yes, nothing to laugh about, man. I'll be happy as a clown. Can't wait. I want to see Pepe go to $1. Let's freaking go, Pepe.
Oh, no.
He'll never leave. I think, you said something earlier, Graham, man, that I actually never really put in perspective or thought about the way you pointed out was you said that this will be alt season, like on this cut, and then you said it would be over in October. And I said, well, what about the next rate cut in October, December? And you said you thought it would be utility coins, and I was like, you might be right. Actually, it might be like every rate cut we get will be a different narrative of coin. That's a strong possibility. You're not freaking wrong. Where am I at? So Bitcoin on the daily, I think we're bullish. We're bullish on the 12 hour. We said we were bullish on the 2 day with this green dot. We were bullish on the 3 day with this green dot. We're bullish on the 5 day with this green dot. Hey, there you go, dog. Very nice. Very nice gains. We got a green dot on the weekly. There's not like a single time frame. We really don't have anything besides the 1 month, which it's not, that the red dot's not even confirmed. And it's probably what we're looking at right now, like on Toshi, how we had the 2, 3, we had a green candle. What was it that? I want to flip over there. There it is. So let me just change the music.
Yeah.
So on Toshi, we kind of had like 1, 2, 3 candles. Actually, was it 6 minute I was looking at? Where was it at? I'm trying to remember. What time frame was I looking at? I think it's something like this. It's something pretty similar. How we going? We went up, down, down, up, up, and now I think this is like a bullish pattern. Is what I look at on the 10-minute. Now Bitcoin is making something similar on the. What was I looking at? The weekly. Green dot. Bigger waves.
$1,000 XRP.
Yeah, hell yeah, 1K XRP in November. A little birdie told me, dude. I pray. Though that being said,
0% chance.
if it didn't happen while I was sleeping, I would not be able to hold that long. I got dollar signs and price points on a lot of other things. And when XRP filled it all at once, then I'll be like, okay, God, goodbye. Thanks for helping me out. I'll fulfill my other dreams on everything else. Dude, I don't even remember where I was going with this. Okay, it was fine. We'll jump into something else, Jen. I got bored. I lost my train of thought. I lost the candles I was looking at. I let you guys down.
Where were you trading, Shadow?
He trades on BitFi. Not on my links though. He trades on his own link. Shadow's a streamer and Pump.fun. He does OnlyFans. He calls his coin OnlyCoin, and he likes to go on there with cargo pants and a leather jacket. That's how he rolls. We have a high. I mean, freaking me, man. I'm all over the place. Lower low, lower low, lower low on the dominance. The dominance has been falling on the 1 hour. Dominance is ripping down on the 1 hour. 12 hour.
So, Gray man, if XRP goes to $1,000, are you gonna buy a studio?
Dude,
they made $9K an hour from the fees. That's wild.
I'm so bullish on crypto too, Gray man. I'm so excited I'm in. And we told lots of people you're not late. You guys are still early. It feels late because how long we've been in and how slow sometimes crypto goes and how fast it also goes. Because you're like, oh man, when is ETH going to hit a new all-time high? And I feel like it's any day now. Shit, if it went to 1K, I'd buy a spaceship. Wow. You buy a trip to space with Justin's son. During the show, they promised to give it back, but they never did. Pluto Lion style. Oh, yeah. Hey, by the way, we're doing really good on that, Shadow. I put all of our money out of ETH, and I put it into Crow coin, and Crow's double tripled since then.
His own fleet of spaceships, guys. Is Ted Thornton actually Brad Garlinghouse?
No, he's David Schwartz.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They both got beards, but David's is better.
Yeah, it's true.
Dude, I'm slightly distracted, Trent.
Okay.
This looks like a Jesus take the wheel if I've ever seen one, though.
Uh-huh.
To the downside. Jesus take the wheel. Oh, maybe it's to the upside. I have to go look at that pattern. I have it saved in my phone. It's kind of an important pattern to remember. The 1 hour still. I'm gonna keep going, Trent. The 1 hour looks good. Continuation. 4 hours looks good on Ethereum for continuation pump. The 12 hour looks like it's starting to roll over and get a trigger wave, so that looks good. And the daily was pretty bad. We touched the 21, but we almost gained it all back. It says we're projected to print another candle, but if everything is flipping bullish, more likely this will turn into a green dot. We'll close up over here on the 12 hour, which then will close right here, maybe on the daily ish range, and get a green dot for a trend reversal.
Yeah.
Jesus takes the wheel to the downside. It has two heads. That was right? I was looking at that right. That is Jesus take the wheel to the downside. I was thinking of like a bat. Like, doesn't he have a bat one too? Strength coming down, VWAP coming down. So what you're saying is I should put a limit order in around 44.39. And the FOMC meeting between then and now, we're going to come down, we'll hit my order, we'll fill it.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm like a plan. I wonder how Cardano's doing. Oh, I can't look at it so bad. That chart. Let's erase it. We can't go there. Cancel Cardano Spotlight. Trent, that's not Cardano anymore. You have like a ketchup dot on the, and those extra dots for the epochs.
I'm also part of the XRP army, though. Make no mistake.
No, I make mistakes. Momentum wave to the downside. The trend reversal. Trent. I've decided something. I want you to do a coin real quick.
Yeah.
Go cover something. I'm testing
Okay.
Ethereum out.
Yeah.
Oops, I just took my chart off trying to add you to the screen.
Oh, I'm let's see, sure. What coin?
I don't care. Go cover Cardano.
Oh, any coin? Okay, Cardano.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cardano on the weekly. We are holding above key horizontal levels of support, but we're trapped in a range right here between support and resistance that lines up with this high volume node right here. The 21-week moving average is curving up. We're encountering resistance off of this downtrending line of resistance, which is the top of this symmetrical triangle here. The MACD is strong. The stochastic RSI showed a bearish divergence back here, but it did not result in a big dump. It's finding its strength right here, and it's crossing back bullish. So likely, this is going to lead to another move above the dotted line as we kind of range, like that. I'm not saying that long.
Trent, what do you think of Pump.Fun? Trent, you also not on the screen either.
Oh, well, you could have told me that.
I just saw it.
I know.
I told you when I saw it.
I know. So we've got touch points right here on the top of this triangle. So look, we're far more likely to break the top of this than we are to come all the way down here, fall through the 21, and break the bottom, right? Now, we could come back to the 21 one more time before we break, but I personally don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to break through this tomorrow, but when we come down to the lower time frames and confirm that suspicion, and actually, if I go to
Gray Man, did the U.S. actually take control of TikTok? I know they were working on a deal. I think I read something about it today. I didn't know if they secured anything yet.
Okay, so guys, this other chart for Cardano that I have on the daily, guys, we've broken out of this shorter symmetrical triangle, and we're holding above the 21. So it leads me to believe that the next stop is headed back up toward the top of this triangle, right? On the daily, we've found support at the 21 moving average, and that's where we're likely to head, in my opinion, is back to the top and break through this. We come down to the 4 hour. And
What chart is this, Trent?
Huh?
What chart is this?
Cardano, ADA. On the 4 hour, we're getting a bullish cross on the MACD, call it by its government name, the moving average convergence divergence. So, yeah, we're crossing below the zero line. I do expect, again, I think we're headed back up toward this upper trend line. So on the daily, I think we come up and get a touch here. And again, just given the fact that you have these several touch points right here, like the more you knock on the door, the more likely it is to open. Yeah, I mean, that's just
What's going on, Ben Martin?
So
I'm running what did I say earlier, Trent? I'm running unfiltered.
yeah. So why do you want me to do that? What are you doing?
Oh, I'll tell you later. But Shadow Crypt wanted to probably fun. If you want, I can jump back into it now.
Yeah.
Oh, look at those bubbles. Check it out, Shadow. 33% on 10x leverage is 330%. I just want to point that out. We're going to come over to, before we go into pump, I wanted to point out this one token because we love John. Guys, if you don't know, John 316 is a big Zebek holder. And I was just looking at this for him while Trent was talking. And when this ginormous freaking triangle to the upside. What I mean by to the upside is we have a green dot, momentum going up, money flow has been coming in, red wave's been shrinking, Stokes RSI, a low strength coming in. Dude, this triangle is going to pop, bro. Daily, we have a green dot, momentum to the upside, VWAP coming up, strength coming in. Dude, something's about to go. 10, 15 on the DBSI on the 2-day, or 1 day. The 2-day momentum's been coming up. VWAP's looking good. DBSI is looking good. We're so tight. 3-day, we have a trigger wave coming in. VWAP looking good. I like how this VWAP is getting stretched up. It looks like it's building momentum. See, like when you get these are giant just pumps, We want the momentum to be built up. Inverse, we have like one down, more like this one. We kind of get the momentum's kind of going and we kind of, watch the momentum take us down. It works both ways, guys. I like how this momentum looks like it's gearing up to freaking rip. So we're going to keep an eye on this. In fact, I might even open a short-term trade on lower leverage and ride this sucker all the way up for a couple of green sticks because I think that's where we're going to head here in the meantime. It looks like we're about to roll over on the 8-day too. Weekly is about to flip a green dot. Dude, I'm feeling pretty good about this. I don't know, Trent. Do you feel pretty good about it?
I do.
Oh, you do. You're just saying that because I do. I feel pretty good about you, Trent. Do you feel pretty good about you?
I'm a little less sick, so yeah.
It doesn't matter, Trent. Rain or shine, you look fine. Okay, just remember that when you're sick.
Yes, sir.
We have green dot momentum coming in on the 1 hour. Look good. VWAP good. Strength good. Nothing else is really registering. The 4 hour money flow on pump has been lit. Okay, we're not gonna lie, it has been lit. Look at the thick money wave. It's so thick you could cut them booty cheeks with a fork. Okay, but the momentum has been coming down. The VWAP has been coming down. Strength's coming down. Stokes RSI. Now what I see for pump on the 4 hour, this very much looks like a double top. This little green candle right here looks like it couldn't get above the double top. Now you can make the statement this is a double bottom, but the momentum waves do not agree. VWAP does not agree. Strength does not agree. Stokes RSI on my end do not agree with on the 4 hour. Now the 12 hour shows money flow good. VWAP bad. Stokes bad. RSI bad. Strength bad. Red dot. Momentum bad. Okay. Now, that being said, we've seen some times where we run up like this. I don't know how to do it. I'm going to use a paint pen. We run up, we dip down, and then we get the reversal. So I can't say we're on the 12-hour time frame, which lines up with the FOMC. So we should have to keep an eye on that. I mean, right over here, if you look at it, red dot, momentum actually came down, but instead of coming down, we really consolidated. We got the green dot, we kept going. Okay, so we're almost back to where that little area was we were before. So we got to keep an eye on that range, because this is pretty important, because nobody wants to get dumped on. And I would say it's possible you dumped on, but Trent, usually we don't do this and make a shoot up on some big news like how Pump did it, and then we just give it all back. Like, I don't see that as happening. I think we want to keep going. I think this is what I'm thinking. I think we shot up without any major bad news. If we decide to come down and take a break, I think we'll kind of get like this pattern coming down, because that would be healthy, natural consolidation versus bad news.
Yeah,
Something like that. And then we come to this range, and then we can bounce off it, keep going up. But because this is such huge news with the streaming service, I mean, everybody is loving it right now. Everybody and the mom's loving it. Everybody's giving it back to people besides Shadow. He got excluded from that group. But so I think this could be a fake out. You want my opinion? If the FOMC meeting comes out good, this is probably a fake out.
Yeah. Well, you know what you got to cover.
What? Oh, my favorite segment. Do you have it on X now?
I didn't make the new post, no. So I just clicked on the link.
Well, can you zoom it in for me?
Yeah.
What's up, guys? It's my favorite segment, BitFi. And why is it BitFi? Because I enjoy trading. I want you to enjoy it too. So BitFi, Alex over there hooked us up with a partnership, okay? No KYC, no VPN, and you save 20% on your trading fees with our link. Now, Alex is doing this giveaway, and it lasts, our bonus giveaway thing. And it lasts, how long does it last, Trent?
September 30th for this one.
September 30th, okay? And if you guys are new and you want to learn how to trade, you can take advantage of it by depositing $100 for the people who are green, who never traded before. You get a $60 bonus, okay? Everybody else, you get a little less leeway because you're new. But you can deposit an advanced amount at $500 and you get a $100 bonus. You can deposit $1,000, get $200 bonus, and you can deposit, if you're skilled, a $5,000 deposit and you get a $1,000 bonus. Now, the cool thing about this is it doesn't need to be tethered. Right. It doesn't need to be tethered. It could be anything that you have. Mm-hmm. And so you could take it from Coinbase, put it in BitFi, get your bonus, and put it right back. You don't have to sell it. It's simple as that. Now, you should do that, because they're betting that you won't do that. And guys, it's just a fun game. I don't want to see anybody get liquidated. Number one, because that just sucks. It sucks for everybody. Is there a bonus in fees?
The bonus is not in fees. The bonus goes to a bonus wallet. So, say you deposit the $5,000 into your futures account. It's going to use a sub wallet in your futures account, a bonus wallet, and it's just going to drop 1,000 USDT in there. So you don't have to meet any trading volume to get this. You simply deposit $5,000, no trading, no minimum trading volume required. It's just simply on the deposit, and then they drop $1,000 in your bonus wallet. You can't withdraw the $1,000 that you can withdraw your deposit.
But I mean, realistically, how many people withdraw their money from crypto? Most people don't put it in the bank. They just keep it in crypto.
But you can't withdraw the bonus that they give you. You have to trade with it. But still, a free $1,000 to trade with is a win. So
yeah, go get your $1,000 and put it all on 10x leverage on Toshi. Get that 330% gain. That's what we're talking about.
It's house money.
Yeah, bet it on black, man. A little bit of blackjack. Guys, I do know that I'm like 90% sure that all you guys have subbed. But I mean, I hate the 50s, and we're at 459. If anybody out there is listening to this tomorrow or right now, please
Correct,
let's
Shadow.
do 460 so we can get get out of the 50s. Cause I despise them, man. You get out straight. I literally walked around the fair and I handed out our little cards. I was like, please help us get out of the 50s. God, I hate him. He knows I hate the 50s.
The only very high leverage trade that I've ever done was when I got this bonus after I signed up with someone else's link. So yeah, it's
Shout out to who we're talking about.
Okay.
He's a king too in Pluto Alliance.
Got you.
Wink, wink, nod, nod.
And then yeah, the other thing, Shadow, is like you're in our Discord, so once you deposit money in there, like you can go through the Discord and get access to all of these signals, even if they, scalp signals, market analysis, and swing signals.
You should put the Discord on the screen.
I thought I did.
You know what I like to do, Shadow, is I like to look at their signals and I like to mirror it over BitBuy.
Yeah, so you mean over Market Cipher?
Yeah, over Market Cipher. That way I get double confirmation.
So, you get access to all of these signals. They're aggregated from top traders on the platform.
Speaking of which, we just got an aggregated swing trade for ETH.
Oh, on which one?
A swing on ETH.
Oh, a swing. Oh, yeah, dude, guys, this came in right now. Literally right now, live on the show. Okay, long setup. Entry between 4471 to 4300. So that's kind of what you were
is that what I just said?
Yeah. Take profit level 1 at 4600, take profit level 2 at 4700, and take profit 3 at 5000. Stop loss at 4170 below support. And the logic for this trade seems to be
bottle logic.
So you have all of this, the top line of resistance from all of this structure down here is where it's betting on a bounce from. Currently we're bouncing bullish, but this is sort of why it's saying that an entry can be anywhere in this range, or you can be aggressive and take the entry now with lower leverage, but to each your own. And yeah, so then you're targeting these levels up here. So we had this downtrending line, a break from it, and then a higher low on the retest. So there you go. Guys, this is just an exercise in thought to look at all of these signals, because they're taken from different traders trading different coins with different strategies. So the biggest takeaway from it is that if you don't have the discipline of setting a stop loss, setting a take profit, or several take profits, then this will help you exercise that discipline. So there you go.
There you freaking go, Trent.
Yeah, I think I'm about ready to wind down.
Are you?
Yeah.
I should do one more thing before you wind down. You know what I should do, Trent?
Huh?
You should put me on the screen.
Okay.
I'm going to cover this.
Okay.
Just because I was told not to, I'm going to do it. The SEC listing rules to boost crypto ETFs, but no guarantee of inflows Bitwise. Bitwise Matt Hogan says a more straightforward SEC listing process could lead to more crypto ETFs, but does that mean they'll attract all the money? The U.S. Securities Exchange Commission streamlining the approval process for crypto exchange traded products, ETPs, may trigger a surge of new offerings, but this doesn't guarantee success in crypto, executive warns. The adoption of generic listing standards, which come as early as October, will likely usher a ton of new crypto ETPs. This is an initiative, but also backed by ETF history. Bitwise Chief Executive Investment Officer Matt Hogan said in a report on Monday. However, Hogan warned that the launch of crypto ETFs should not be confused with renewed hype for cryptocurrencies, guys. Crypto ETFs' mere existence, no guarantee of success. The mere existence of a crypto ETF does not guarantee the significant influence you need for fundamental interest in the underlying asset, Hogan said. I suspect ETPs built on assets like Bitcoin Cash will have a hard time attracting inflows unless the asset itself finds new life, he added. However, Hogan emphasized that launching ETF positions the products to rally when the fundamentals start to turn, as ETFs make it easier for traditional investors to allocate capital to crypto. Sing Newman's research head of Catalan Tascahua told Cointelegraph in February that there is all the frothy excitement in the market about these ETFs coming. No one can point to where the substantial demand is going to come from. What do you guys think about that article? Trent told me not to read it. He said I was going to be boring. I was trying not to be boring for you guys. I guess technically it's not over, huh? Oh, I thought the article's over. Maybe that's why he said I wasn't allowed to read. The U.S. first Solana staking ETF ended its debut trading day with 12 million inflows, which Bloomberg ETF analyst Jeff Safari said with a healthy start to trading. Currently, the SEC reviews spot crypto ETFs on a case-by-case basis. Insurers file detailed proposals showing that the underlying market sufficiently liquid and resistant to among the other requirements. I just gave up.
Okay.
Wait, I'm not done. I'm not done. I just gave up on that word.
Okay.
Under the new process, the SEC is working on applications would be virtually guaranteed if they might precise requirements. Hogan said it's also a fact applications would be approved in 75 days or less. Bitfinex analyst said on August 26th that altcoins may not see a broad, outsized rally until the approval of crypto ETFs that gave investors exposure further down the risk curve. Okay, now I'm done.
Okay, moving on.
Go over to your ADA spotlight.
Okay, let's do it. So, guys, just a couple things here to wrap up. Number one, we're looking at a governance action here to inject 50 million ADA into minting more Cardano stablecoins. So there you go. $1.60 Cardano, faster than you think. Love to see it. Over $90 million in ADA short positions are at risk of liquidation if price pushes to 97 cents. So, guys, almost a billion. Well, no, almost $100 million in ADA shorts be liquidated when we push to 97 cents. So there we go. And ADA confirms a golden cross, signaling Cardano's return to bullish territory. So you can see right here, whenever this golden cross comes in, we see these long entries that all have some very high upsides afterwards, especially this one right here. So love to see that. And then we've got Charles Hoskinson in DC, with all of the legislation going on over there for digital asset reserves. So over there representing the Cardano ecosystem in Washington DC. So I'll be back tomorrow, guys, for the FOMC stream. So kick it back over to you for sign off.
Hey guys, I appreciate each and every single one of you. You guys are great. Stay blessed. just kidding, guys. I'm not that mean. I was going to do it, but Trent Circle made me second guess myself. I just want to say thank you, Shadow, for coming in today. Thank you, Gray Man, for being a new subscriber. Appreciate you. Ben Martin, what up, man? We got DCA and Bray. You can help me remember that was a negative. Jesus, take the wheel. I would have entered that long and got wrecked. Ted Thornton, I'm so excited to fly on one of your spaceships. We got LT in here. Did you even see LT?
Yeah.
Okay, did you say something?
I believe so.
Okay. He said, let's go XRP to the effing moon. He's on the board with the Ted train to 1,000. No, Ted, Gray Man to $1,000 XRP. So let's freaking go, guys. I hope we can get there. You know, if we can hit through $1 million XRP, I've seen videos about us hitting a $1 million XRP, $100,000 per coin XRP, then what the hell? I guess $1,000 could be on the table. Shadow Crypt. All right, shouted you out. Lucas, what's up, my Mr. /7? Not you. Waka. Duality. Dude, you actually said two things to Duality. I'm so grateful. You always are the first one in, and sometimes you a sneaker sneaks in there. Calvin, welcome, brother. Thank you for joining us today. You didn't tell me if the Diamondbacks won. I was hoping they did. So yeah, we just got another trade, guys, in the Discord for BitFi. You guys got to get in there. Get in there while you can. Hal, my dude. Well, we had a lot of yesterday. Welcome in, Hal. Joe, thank you for coming in. Trade Intuition, guys. If you haven't already, go follow him. Nesquick, thank you for showing up. Sorry you got fired today. And you guys have a great night. Okay, take care. Bye. Stay blessed. Stay hydrated. Crypto community out. I promise I'll be back tomorrow with a shirt so you guys don't have to see my reflective lizard skin again. Bye. Subscribe. Thank you and like it. Bye.